Hello, I'm Claudia Kate and welcome back to my channel. If you're watching this on the day I uploaded it, happy St. Patrick's Day. Got my brooch cluster on here. These two are uranium. I've got my jadeite earrings. Uranium also. So fun. I also have my St. Patrick's Day socks on. So I got my green. I'm covered. I actually do not own a green t-shirt. Not a single one. Realized that when I woke up this morning. I do have a green dress shirt, I think, but no green t-shirt. And I wanted to be comfy because I've got invoicing to finish up and then I got to do some cleaning. So I had good luck. Good luck. So I got more than I have in the last few weeks and found some colored glass I'm super excited about and pretty happy with this haul. So this will probably be longer. I'm not going to split it up into two, but I went to an antique store, 2 Goodwills, and the Church thrift store. So I'm going to show you that I just got 2 things at the Church thrift store. Actually, a lot because I dropped off stuff that was left over for my clearance sale, which was just about 20 items. You guys really did a good job of helping me clear that stuff out. And realized as I'm walking around that all of that stuff I had donated after my move and my garage sale last year, there was a lot of that there. So I don't know if it took them that long to process it and get it out because I haven't been in there in a while, or if it just hasn't sold yet. I couldn't sell it, so they can't sell it. I don't know. But I got 2 things there. The first one, and yes, I know it's a milk glass, and people are like, milk glass. This is the most gorgeous milk glass vase I have ever had in my hands. It's a nice size. It's imperial glass, and this is a loganberry pattern, which I think the loganberry pattern is so much prettier than the grape pattern. But it's just got all these pretty details. Now, the neck opening is not very big, so you're not going to get a massive bouquet of flowers in here. But, oh, it's just so pretty. It's so pretty. I love this one. So I picked up that. It was dirty. I got it scrubbed up really well. And then I got a little Fenton duck with its Fenton sticker. Now, I couldn't see because, as most places are, it's dark and dingy in there, but it does have a tiny chip. That shiny spot right there is a tiny chip. But, so you don't see it when it's displaying. It will be up for sale. All the glass I'm showing you will be up for sale on Monday's Glass with Class, where we're talking about the Northwood Glass Company. Northwood? I think it's Northwood. And all of that, they closed before 1920, I believe. So I think all of that is antiques. If you find Northwood, it's antique. But all the glass I have will be up for sale during that sale. But the other items, if you're interested in those, you could send me an email and let me know. If not, I'll have them up for sale in my Wednesday morning sales or next month, my sale with Tiger. But if you're interested in non-glass items that I show you, you could email me and let me know. So, this is tiny. He's tiny. Tiny little glass duck. What I thought was interesting is that this was painted by Pam D, but all she painted was the eyes and the beak. It's super cute. So those were the only 2 things that I got there. But finding Fenton with a sticker, like that was pretty cool. So got those 2 things. And then I'll go over what I got at the antique store, even though I went to the antique store last. And I got, again, better prices at the antique store than at Goodwill. Now, some of the booths in there, the stuff is way overpriced. Some of it is priced right at retail, and then there's a couple booths by the same guy that I like where he prices them lower and I can get them for resale. So, and he knows that. He knows me. He gets me foam that I have started using in my boxes, and he knows I'm a reseller. He knows. It's not like I'm hiding. And just like Betty's Flea Market, they know I'm a reseller too. So I'm not hiding it from them and stealing the stuff. They know. They price it the way they do because they clean out houses. Both of these guys. So first thing I got, kind of want to keep it for myself, but I have in this room alone 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 lamps in my one room. 9 if you count my ring light. I have a lamp addiction. It's a problem. But you guys, look at this one. It's so sweet. It needs to be rewired. And if you ever come across these and you're like, why did they cut the wire? They do this because on these old lamps, the seller does not want to be responsible for the wiring being bad and it starting a fire in your home. They purposely cut the ends off so you have to rewire the lamp. My dad rewires lamps, so it's not a problem, but it's so beautiful. And I think at some point in time, this was painted green. Although I love this to me, it's a very 1930s green. I love this green. Because all the ones I found online with this exact globe were brass colored. So I got this for $3, you guys. $3. So depending on the kit to rewire, which last time I checked, they weren't very much. You know, it's probably, I got this lamp for $10. And it's beautiful. The gold does have some wear. But it's mostly the wears at the back, which instantly is also where the light is. So if it was by someone's bed, every time they reached over to turn the light off, maybe they just bumped the gold. But the gold in front is pretty good. So it's so pretty. And I might end up putting this one on my bedside table because the one that I have there now is just slightly too big for a bedside table. The shade is. So that's kind of my plan on this one. I bought that for me. The other thing that I also bought for me, just a simple uranium, maybe dessert cup. But that was $3 also, and I like to pick up uranium for my personal collection. Although, at some point, I am going to have to pare down. So I think one of my spring projects will be to go through everything that I own vintage-wise, identify it, because I never identified my uranium glass. I just bought it and stuck it in my shelving because I thought it was pretty. So maybe identify it if I can and just catalog my whole collection and then decide maybe where to sell down. Some pieces I won't sell, like my mom and dad for one of my birthdays recently got me this really cool, that I haven't identified, dish with a lid. Not selling that, not selling my Fenton Santa that is the green satin. Not selling my grandma's cake plate, obviously. So there are some things that I would never sell, but there are other pieces I've just picked up here and there, and my collection is so big now, it might be time to pare down. So maybe I'll be paring down. Okay. Next thing I got was this UNESCO Horse. Ooh, it's gorgeous. He picked up somebody's horse collection because he had so many horses in his 2 booths. He had spread them out through both booths. And I picked up and inspected every single one of them. And there was a Japan one, but it wasn't near as nice as this one. And there were a couple others that the chip had a bottom there was a chip on the bottom one. This was the best one. And I thought, I'm just only going to get one. I know Kaz likes horses, but I think anybody that likes animal figurines would be pleased with this one. It's in gorgeous condition. So it is UNESCO. It does not have its sticker anymore, but it's got his UNESCO number here. And man, if you look at UNESCO horses, UNESCO has done horses since the beginning up through. The range of horse figurines they've made is amazing. But I got that one. And then I noticed these because I have the exact same set. So I saw them in his booth, but he wanted 20 for them. And that didn't, because they're not in the best of shape that didn't leave a lot of room for resale for me. He marked them down. So I picked them up. I have this exact same set. Exact same set. I got my set from Barbie, Funk and Junk Barbie, a while ago. So all 4 are here. I'm going to show you all 4 of them. Ooh. But they were used, so you can see the flower is pretty worn. And then there is wearing on the top. Mine are in the same condition. So if you want these to use, then this is the set for you. If you want ones to display, this is not going to be the set for you. The sugar is completely worn off. It no longer has its sugar decal. The insides are all pretty good on these. There's the lid on the sugar. And they were pretty clean when I got them, but I always like to wash, you know, I don't like OPD, other people's dirt. So I did give them a good scrub and then left the lids off for them to air dry last night. Make sure they were completely dry inside. There's the coffee. And mine that has the coffee decal is even more worn than this. So the coffee decal on here, not too bad. And then last one is the tea, which is in pretty good conditions. The lid too. So they must not have been tea drinkers. So super excited to pick that up for resale. That's the West Bend aluminum canister set. So pretty pleased about that. If you want a set because you like the vintage look in your kitchen and you want to use it, this is the set for you. You don't have to be afraid to use them because they've already been pre-loved. But they're in the same shape that my set is in, and I use mine. Mine have my coffee and my tea and some other things stored in them. Not sugar and flour because I have a kitchenette down here and I don't bake. But I do have, like, I have K-cups in the flour canister. So you don't have to use them for what they were originally intended. And I think sometimes I'll scrub off the rest of the decals and then get new, because there are people on Etsy who do the vintage looking decals, and I could get new and just slap them on there and it would be super cute, but I haven't decided yet. Okay, so let's move on to what I got at the 2 Goodwills. And I was determined this week to get out to Goodwill, at least the first one, when they opened. So I did. And I had better luck doing that. And then I headed over to the second one an hour later and still was able to find some things. Also, that second one, they had rolled out 2 new carts while I was shopping. And this is the first time, and I know I've seen other people's videos where they're like, you would not believe how rude and pushy these people were. And I'm like, oh, I never run into people like that. Thank goodness. No. This woman ran right over there. The guy hadn't even stopped the cart yet, and she's already rooting through. The things were falling on the floor. So I moseyed over there, and I'm just looking at the other side. At one point, she shoves the whole cart trying to get something out of there, and it hits my shopping cart. So I just walked away until she was gone. That was rude. She was rude. Okay, so let me show you what I got. I got this gorgeous smoky blue 9-sided imperial glass candlestick. Now I'll have it up for sale. If it doesn't sell, then I think I'm going to keep an eye out for other elegant glassware candlesticks, and then at some point do a static sale in the future, because they'd look really good back here if I had a whole set of them. But this came in several different colors, made by Imperial. It's stunning. This blue, this smoky blue, it's so good. No chips, no cracks. It's beautiful. And I got this little satin glass piece for my Easter display, when I put up my Easter display, because it's just pretty. It's from the 80s, so it is vintage. And then I got this art glass bowl. It's so pretty. This milkiness in here, I don't know, it's so pretty. And I'm not one, I don't know that I have any art glass in here collected at all. I like the more, you know, I mean, these I guess are considered art glass, but like these free form, it's not something I'm usually drawn to, but oh my goodness, I love this one. This piece is heavy. It is heavy. I do not believe it is Murano because there is a couple of random bubbles, but I have learned from watching The Crazy Lamp Lady that these art pieces, even if they're made in China, which I have no idea where this is made, it is not marked at all. But even when they're made in China, they're worth like $20 to $40. So it is just a gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous piece. Now it does have a little bit right there. Got dinged right on the bottom. It's just a tiny, tiny chip. But obviously you don't see it when it's like it. Oh, it's so pretty. It's so pretty. I love that piece. I love everything I got. I can't buy stuff that I don't love. I don't know if other people are like that, but I am. I have to love it to buy it because I'm going to be looking at it. It's going to be sitting here. Sorry, I got to shift some things around. Okay. Look at the birds. These make me think about Peeps. And I knew as soon as I saw it, it was a Hofbauer. So it's German, little trinket dish. I have another one of these. I will put it up for sale, but I won't be sad if it doesn't sell because it's just the stinking cutest. The one that I have is even tinier. But Hofbauer Crystal, the birds collection, it was BYRDS. They always have these little birds on them. And we looked it up and they had napkin holders I hadn't seen before, which are stunning. And just they have candlesticks. I know that you have to, it's a very specific thing to like, but I love this one. Little Hofbauer Crystal Trinket Dish, the birds collection. This one is so much fun. And so even though there was a little bit of damage, I'll show you the damage. I got it anyway, just because it's so much fun. This is not marked Treasure Craft, but it does have what looks like the Treasure Craft typing here. And it's the Treasure Craft. It looks like Treasure Craft. So without having a Treasure Craft book, I can't say for sure, but I'm betting that it's Treasure Craft. And the mold was made in 1956. So you'll find all of these are going to say 1956, even though they were made in the years after, because the mold was made in 1956. So it is the stinking cutest ashtray. It did get a good scrub, so it's nice and clean. But as you can see, there are some color chips. At some point, it looks like somebody gave it a good wash and scrubbed too much right here and scrubbed off some of the paint. There are some color chips here on the tail. But it's so cute. And a lot of them on eBay don't any longer have this. So it's still got its little, you know, tap your cigarette there. I think it's adorable. I think it would be so much fun if you collect these kinds of fun knick-knacky things to tape this off with painter's tape and spray paint it like bright red or purple or something fun. I think this is a good piece. It's not rare, so like you don't have to save it in its original state. And I think it would be a good piece to do a project like that in. So got that one. He's so fun. And then I got this tin, this Western Germany tin. I don't buy tins very often, but this one's so pretty. And I looked it up. I'm kind of thinking it's a tea tin. I could not find where it said absolutely for sure what it was. Look how pretty. But I'm kind of thinking it's a tea tin just because of the depth there to the lid. Now, it's not in perfect condition, but, you know, it was made before 1990 because it's Western Germany. So, got that tin. I really liked it. It's super pretty. And then I found a vintage man's wallet. It's a bifold. My dad likes a trifold. But I gotta show, I mean, it's still in here, so it's never been folded and carried in a pocket. It does need a little bit of leather conditioner, which I don't own any, although every now and then I pick these up, so I should. But it's water buffalo calf leather. And let me show you. So it's still got its original little cards that it came with. And right here, it says expires May 31st, 1960 something. It's from the 60s, you guys, and it's never, ever been used. And here's the best part. This is the first card in it. Isn't that great? They put Doris Day in as their fake picture in there, and then it's got its certificate in here. So I thought that was super cool. Super cool. Man's wallet. Okay, that was all for resale at this time. Now, you know, I like to buy new coffee cups and drink out of them, and then I put them all up on a static sale when I get tired and I want to get new ones. So I did pick up 2 coffee cups. This one from the 70s is in perfect condition. It's so 70s. So I picked that one up. It's nice, heavy. I like the weight of it, the balance of it. And then this one, it's so pretty. It's got a square bottom. I could not find this maker at all. D4 is what it says. Couldn't find it at all, but it's very obviously handmade and I love it. So I got 2 new mugs, and then I got some ribbon, which I'm sure this ribbon had more in it because it was torn like this, but somebody probably stole the ribbon, the wool they wanted. But look at the paisley. So I got that for a project. There's a Christmas one I'll put back until Christmas. This green polka dot one will be fun in projects. And then I could never pass up a good vintage velvet. So there's a vintage velvet ribbon there. So I did get ribbon. The ribbon was $3, so it's less than $1 for each roll. That's not too bad. But I got the ribbon for me. And then I got, also for me, I love to pick up these single atomic looking pieces in different patterns because I don't think I'm the kind of person that could ever have one dish set and just that be their personality. I can't do it. So I just have the most random, but it all looks, it's all aqua and green. So I pick these up whenever, and this is a nice one. I like to eat grapefruit whole. So I peel the grapefruit just like an orange, and I need a nice size bowl for that. So this is my new grapefruit bowl. And this, I didn't have any of this pattern before. Can't remember what the name of the pattern was, but I didn't have any. So it's fun to have that one. So pick that up for me. They had 2 bowls. The other one, the crazing was really, really bad in, and it had the brown staining underneath the glaze. So I left that one behind and just picked that one up for me. And then for my mom, I picked up, these are so expensive in store. So when I come across them brand new, I always pick them up. Because even if my mom won't use them, I will, my sister will, my niece will. I always pick up every scrapbook that I find. So this one is just really plain and simple and could go for anything. It doesn't have to be specific. Like some of them look very outdoorsy or some of them look very childlike. This is just a neutral one. It was only $3, you guys. $3. My mom decided she liked it. She paid me back the $3. So that was for my mom. And then I picked up This for fun. I might give it to my niece. Her birthday's coming up. I don't know. It's funny. It's a reality checklist. And it's tasks I will accomplish, things I hope I can finish, items I may as well write off as never, and a snowball's chance in hell. And it says reality checklist, and at the bottom, it says my reality check has bounced. And it's still new in package. It was originally $6.95. I got it for $1. So kind of think I'm going to give that to my niece. I, of course, am giving her, she's the one that collects carnival glass. So I have purchased something off of eBay for her. Hopefully she doesn't see this. Her birthday, we're celebrating next week. And hope it arrives in time. Got kind of left at the last minute. But, and then the other thing that I got, oh my goodness, I'm having another hot flash. I got this for my daughter. And she loves it. I showed her on FaceTime and she was thrilled with it. It was only $4. It's made in China, but I do believe it is vintage, made in China. It has, I don't know that I would trust those to hold this up, but it does have those in the back. There's the made in China sticker, which is a more vintage made in China sticker. And it's super pretty. I wasn't sure if she'd like it because it's more pink than red, and a lot of stuff she has is red, but no, she loves it. She's in love with it. It's huge. She wants it. So got that for my daughter. Okay, that was everything. Yep, that was everything. I had so much fun. I think I found some really great stuff. Glass with Class. All of the glass will be in there with some pieces that I've already shown before. I can't always have 10 new pieces. I don't have room to have 10 new pieces every sale. But it looks like half of them will be new pieces. So I think that's pretty good. And then if you're interested in some of the non-glass items, you can always send me an email at claudiakvintage@gmail.com. K is spelled C-A-Y-E. And I can let you know if they're still available. And if no one's interested, you'll be seeing them in my next sale. Probably Wednesday's coffee chat and a live sale. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave a comment and let me know which was your favorite thing. Because I don't know. I had a lot of favorites in this haul. A lot. I don't even know which was my favorite. Maybe the birds. Maybe the birds. But I don't know. The Imperial Glass candlestick is just gorgeous in person. I hope it comes across that way. Anyway, I know this was a long one. Thanks for hanging out with me. Remember, be kind. It doesn't cost you anything. It may mean everything to someone else. And I will see you guys in the chats.